Hello, church family, and happy Tuesday. I just wanted to bring you guys a quick word of encouragement today. I know that we're living in some crazy times, and it just seems like every day we're getting some new information, new business closing, and I just wanted to encourage you guys today with a little bit of a word from Paul in Philippians chapter 1. And then a little bit later in this message, I wanted to give you guys just some survival tips as well. Maybe you're a parent that is struggling to deal with some teenagers or some kids running around because you're out of school for the next 3 weeks. And to help with that, I brought in my cousin Cletus, he's a prepper of sorts. And so he's going to be helping us with some of those tips. Go ahead and say hello, Cletus.
Well, hi there, Cousin Clint. How you doing today?
He's a character and, man, a handsome guy, if I would say so myself.
Well, thank you. I know that I got the good looks in the family here.
So anyways, let me read you a little bit of the word from Philippians chapter 1, verse 9 through 12, where Paul is writing to the church in Philippi. And he says this, I pray that your love will overflow more and more, that you will keep on growing in knowledge and understanding. For I want you to understand what really matters, so that you may live pure and blameless lives until the day of Christ's return. May you always be filled with the fruit of your salvation, the righteous character produced in your life by Jesus Christ. For this will bring much glory and praise to God. And I want you to know, my dear brothers and sisters, that everything that has happened to me here has helped to spread the good news. Listen, in these times where we're watching just this chaos unfold before us, with businesses closed, church obviously being closed, we can begin to isolate ourselves, and we can begin to really fall into depression and fall into that anxiety as we wonder what's going to happen next. But here's what I encourage you to do, to use this time, and to use this time wisely to grow in your knowledge and understanding of the Lord Jesus Christ, to lead your families in a time of worship during the day where you are reading the Bible together, maybe watching some praise and worship videos through YouTube together. We are in an amazing time where you can reach hundreds of people in a matter of seconds through our social media platforms. Be that light on the social media platforms, where you're posting verses, where you're giving encouraging words and not feeding into the pandemic that's going on. I encourage you to be a people that is showing the light of Jesus Christ in this time. We don't know how long this will last, but maybe this is a blessing from God, as maybe we've gotten too comfortable in our churches. I know for myself, that's something that has happened to me. We get comfortable coming to this church building and enjoying an hour or 2 hours of fellowship and worship, and then leaving these doors and forgetting about it. Maybe this is the opportunity. Maybe this is the uncomfortable thing that we needed to happen for us in order to get the gospel out there. So I encourage you to just continue serving the Lord in this time, continue being proactive and sharing the gospel. And let me turn it over to my cousin Cletus so he can give us some survival tips.
Well, thank you, Cousin Clint. Well, the first tip that I want to give you guys today is layers. You want to make sure that you wear lots of layers. You want to insulate yourself from the virus as much as you possibly can. That's why I got my hat on. I got my neck covered. I got my natural insulation here on my face. When in doubt, layer out.
Well, that sounds reasonable.
Let me tell you something that I've been preparing for a long time. I've known for a long time that when this day would come, there would be a toilet paper crisis. And so what I've been preparing for is this. And I learned this from a Special Forces buddy of mine. You know, we always buy that good 2-ply stuff. Well, let me tell you something. If you will just take that 2-ply and pull it apart, you got yourself a good double supply of toilet paper there. And let me tell you another tip that I picked up from my buddy in the Special Forces. He said this, look, you really only need one piece of toilet paper, because guess what we normally do? We use one side and then we throw it away. But if you will use both sides of that toilet paper, get yourself a double supply again. So you double it, and that gives you 3 times the supply there. If you will just use 1 ply, use both sides. Okay, and what if I can't find any anywhere? What do we do then? Well, I'm glad you asked me that there, Cousin Clint. One thing we don't think about too much is the Kleenex. 2 words there, Kleenex. If you will just take you one of them Kleenexes again. Sometimes we buy that good 2-ply Kleenex stuff, and we can just separate it right in half. But don't forget to use both sides of that Kleenex, and you'll be good to go. Here's another survival tip for you. Stay away from monkeys. Cletus, you sure about that? There's a reason that Outbreak is the #1 movie on Netflix right now. Them monkeys is the cause of all this. So if you'll just stay away from monkeys, you won't have no problems whatsoever. Have you guys ever seen Planet of the Apes? Makes you think a little bit. I'm beginning to question your expertise here on this topic, Cletus. Hey, Cletus, I just got one more question for you. Why do you only have one shoe on? Well, that's because my gerbil ate the other one this morning, and I couldn't find nothing else. Thank you for those words of encouragement. Thank you for those tips. Hopefully, they helped you guys out a little bit. Well, thank you so much, Cousin Clint, for having me on here today. And if you guys need any more tips or survival advice, you can get a hold of me by emailing daniel@taylorroad.org, and he'll make sure to get me the message. Hey, we love you guys, and let us know here at the church office if you need anything at all. We're more than happy to help out. Y'all have a wonderful day.